Welcome to the Travel Nursing and Allied Podcast, hosted by TravCon. I'm Michelle Freitag, and I'll be your host today. We've just made it through an incredibly tough year, possibly the worst in memory for most of us. At the same time, 2020 has been an incredible opportunity for the healthcare community to do what we do best, to step in and fill needs all over the country in all facets and specialties. We're the ones that hospitals turn to in times of need. We have certainly delivered. We started this podcast back in September when we had to cancel the conference due to COVID. We want to bring travelers current and new information about the healthcare travel community. We've been delighted with the response and seen our listeners grow each week. Every Tuesday, we bring you a new episode from 5 different series. Laura Latimer hosts the Industry Trends podcast, where she brings you discussions with leaders in the industry on what they're working on. Dylan Collier hosts the speaker series and talks with our conference speakers about what they'll be presenting at the conference later in September. Tricia Novak and Cindy Weiss host Newbie News, where they discuss topics to help the new traveler or those that are thinking about jumping into the traveler world. I host the Traveler and Exhibitor series, where you hear from fellow travelers and recruiters on what they're working on and what they want to share with the community. We keep our finger on the pulse of the community, and we invite you to join us each week to hear the latest trends. For 2021, we also have a few predictions we wanted to share with you. We'll circle back to these predictions at the end of the year just to see how accurate we were with them. Our first prediction is on pay rates. After years of lower pay rates, we've suddenly seen competition for travelers like never before. We predict that pay rates will continue to remain high post-COVID than from pre-COVID. Not the crisis rates that we're seeing right now, but the increased appreciation for healthcare professionals that arose during the pandemic, along with new expectations from travelers, will likely yield higher average bill rates and pay rates for the long term. Our second prediction is on remote work opportunities, both specifically telehealth and telemedicine. We feel that it will remain quite strong for the next coming years. Many healthcare tasks have transitioned to virtual modalities by necessity during the pandemic. And service providers like insurance, case managers, physicians, and triage nurses have established that many tasks can be done by healthcare professionals without direct supervision in brick and mortar facilities. One of our recent podcast episodes was interviewing a triage nurse on assignment in California, and we'll continue to bring more of these episodes in the coming year on this topic. Our third prediction is on conferences. The entire conference industry has been decimated this past year, and it will continue to be slow to move until about June is what we're feeling. We predict it'll start getting back to normal in June and be in full swing by late summer. TravCon will be ready to host an amazing event in September in Las Vegas, and we feel the timing is perfect for a lot of people to have had the vaccine on board. We believe the Travelers Conference is the must-attend event for all healthcare travelers, but then again, we're a little biased. It's a super fun event where you get the most information and the most current information on new guidelines, education, and connections. Our fourth prediction is on vaccines, which is a tough one. Some predictions put us at a hopeful 50% of the population vaccinated by the end of the year, but we're certainly hoping that it'll be higher than that. And finally, our final prediction is on the demand for healthcare travelers. Unless we manage to vaccinate the population at a level above 80%, COVID will continue to generate a large demand for healthcare workers in the coming years. Hopefully not to the dangerous levels we're seeing right now, but certainly a continued strong demand. For the therapy market, we believe that skilled nursing home positions will not dominate the market as it used to. We anticipate that home health, schools, and even hospitals will generate more therapy needs. Also, we expect that respiratory and SLP needs will remain very strong. At TravCon, we're really optimistic that 2021 will be the year to celebrate the traveler. We're excited to bring everyone back together again at the Travelers Conference this September, the 26th to the 29th in Las Vegas. So many of our exhibitors are excited to give back to the travelers who have worked so hard this year. And the travelers are finally hoping to get back to their family reunion. We're upgrading our venue at the Paris Hotel, which is gorgeous. And we'll have a lot more space to spread out in, which will be really nice. Registration opens in early April, so keep your eyes peeled for the launch. We also have a monthly trivia night hosted by the venerable Dylan Collier, which has been really popular. It's a lot of fun and open to any traveler that wants to join. Email Dylan at travcon.org to get the invite link for the next event. That's Dylan, D-Y-L-A-N, at travcon.org. As always, you can find more information about us and our conference on our website at travcon.org. We invite you to subscribe to our podcast on our website or anywhere you get your podcasts and share us with your friends. Email us at podcast@travcon.org if you would like to be a guest on our show, or just leave a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Stay safe, and we'll keep in touch.